Following an April of sitting indoors, there is a lot of gaming going on around the world. There has never been a better time to sit on your arse and play games. With that being said, if you haven't already, then play every chapter of Red Dead Redemption 2, it is incredible. But this video is focused on Red Dead Online, specifically what's happened to the game during April 2020. The answer to that?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
No, I'm only joking, but unfortunately, this was another month without a major update. Now, of course, we're going through some unprecedented times right now, so I feel Rockstar deserves some leeway here, especially as the whole of Rockstar is currently working from home. Now, if you're anything like me, you may be dipping in and out of Red Dead news quite a lot recently, with the lack of content extending back before the pandemic. So from now on, if you want to get the roundup on everything that's happened in the game over the month gone by, then I'll be summing it up here in the first few days of every new month. Let's get into it. Here is every update that happened to Red Dead Online in April 2020. Now, first of all, I wanted to show some appreciation to Rockstar for their efforts in supporting the fight against COVID-19. The first thing that happened as we came into April was that Rockstar announced they'd be donating 5% of the revenue from all GTA Online and Red Dead Online purchases to COVID-19 relief. That's a significant contribution and respect to Rockstar for this. Now, in terms of changes to the actual game, we kicked off the month with April Fool's Day on April 1st, and Rockstar celebrated this by introducing snow for just one day. You might have remembered this being in the game in the past, and I think it was a good way for Rockstar to celebrate April Fools without causing too much disruption to the game overall. April 2nd came along and we saw fixes to multiple crash issues happening on Red Dead Online for PC. Rockstar do make changes all the time to little bugs and things that are going on, although it may not seem like it, but I'm not going to cover every single minute little detail like that in this video, it would bore you to death. Moving on to April 7th, this marked the first Tuesday update. This is the first of 4 weekly updates that we got over April. On this update day, Rockstar announced that all players who reached a 3-day streak would receive a tonic/ammo reward. As well as this, there was a 5 gold bar giveaway just for playing before April 14th. Rockstar also introduced double XP on Showdown series and races to help players level up faster. There were several discounts on items from the catalogue, with up to 70% on some. And the Name Your Weapon series was removed and replaced with a free aim series. The following day, on April 8th, Rockstar released a newswire announcing the addition of new maps to PvP modes. This was a nice touch to get after a Tuesday update and was quite a surprise. Pike's Basin was added to Overrun, Stillwater Creek added to Plunder, Roanoke Valley added to Spoils of War, and Kamasa River added to Up in Smoke. So moving on to the next Tuesday update on April 14th, a 50% bonus on XP, money and gold was introduced for all free roam events. Alongside this, there was something that I found quite weird really, probably because it's such a specific reward. Rockstar included in their newswire, they said, completing any free roam event before April 20th will earn you a coupon for 50% off any coat that has a rank gate below 15. So I hope some of you out there enjoyed that discount on any coat that has a rank gate below 15. Something much better though was a free ability card just for playing between April 17th and April 20th. A set of limited time clothing was made available on April 27th, and the Last Stand featured series was added. Further discounts to items in the catalogue were released, and the most notable of these was an 80% off all ability cards. Now onto the April 21st update. The main piece here was the 50% roll XP boost for traders on sell and resupply missions, as well as free roam events. Trader free roam events, that is. This 50% roll XP bonus also applied to Moonshiner Sell, Bootlegger and Story missions. Name Your Weapon came in as the feature series on this Tuesday with a focus on explosive weapons, with a new location of the Wapiti Reservation in Amberino. Again, more discounts came up this week, with the most notable being the 30% off Moonshiner expansions like the bar and the band. And of course, the clothing from the previous update was still available on this date. In comparison to the week prior, the update on the 21st was a little lacking in my opinion. April 28th, the weekly Tuesday update to close the month was similar to previous weeks, very similar to be fair. A new set of clothing became available for the next fortnight. The main change here on the 28th though was the bonuses for the bounty hunters and collectors. Much like the Tuesday update from the previous week, activities within both the collector and bounty hunter role received a 50% XP boost for anyone out there who hasn't already maxed out each role, which based on the Red Dead player survey applies to a few of you out there. And again, more discounts to various items in the game. Quite good ones this week were the 40% off roll weapon variants as well as the bounty and hunting wagons. So other than those discounts and playlist rotations, that was pretty much all we got throughout April. Beyond a few PvP maps, there was no new content released for the game this month, which is a shame, as with the influx of people playing games at the moment, it would have been the perfect time to drop a big, steamy pile of content on the player base. It is very easy for people to hate on Rockstar for their lack of communication and their seeming lack of effort for Red Dead, but I don't think at this moment in time there's any need for that. With what's going on in the world at the moment, I think we need to give them a bit of a break to get things back up and running after all this is over. Unfortunately, the way YouTube works, people are much more likely to click on negative thumbnails, so it does encourage YouTubers to slag off Rockstar and slag off Red Dead. And to be fair, I'm guilty of that myself. But as I said, I don't think there's any need for that right now. Let's keep it positive. There are some major updates coming in the future, so definitely keep an eye out for them. Despite the fact I don't cover updates weekly, I will be doing my monthly roundups. And if you're in the market for weekly updates on what's going on with Red Dead Online, then the perfect channel for you to subscribe to is Hazardous HD TV. He's a good friend of mine and he is so close to hitting the 100k subscriber mark. So if you do go over and check him out, I'm sure to be fair you're already subscribed to him. He is a big player in the Red Dead Online scene on YouTube. It'd be great to see a few of you guys subscribing to his channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in finding out the thoughts of the player base on the current state of Red Dead Online, then you can take a look at a video I released where I reviewed the results of the Red Dead player survey that I mentioned earlier in this video. For more content like this, as well as some future videos including some other games aside from Red Dead, it'd be great if you could hit that subscribe button and like this video if you enjoyed it. I hope you're all well and keeping safe. I'm JmCooKie. Cheers.